New York Yankees fans, brace yourselves because the offseason is finally starting to heat up in ways that are both surprising and potentially game-changing. Just a few hours ago, the Yankees made a move that has caught everyone's attention, and it's the kind of headline that makes you stop and do a double-take. The team announced the signing of veteran infielder Paul D. Young, a player whose name might spark some memories and a little controversy, given his past comments about the Yankees. Yes, the very same player who once publicly expressed disdain for the team is now stepping into the pinstripes. And this twist is stirring plenty of conversation across the baseball world. Young, 32 years old, comes with a long track record in Major League Baseball, most notably with the St. Louis Cardinals, where he made a name for himself between 2017 and 2023. His rookie season was particularly memorable, showing flashes of the talent that would define much of his early career. Over the years, he has built a reputation as a versatile infielder capable of handling multiple positions, and that versatility is exactly what makes this signing so intriguing for the Yankees. After a short stint with the Toronto Blue Jays in 2023, where he struggled to find his rhythm at the plate, Young's career has been a series of comebacks and transitions, including time with the San Francisco Giants, Chicago White Sox, Kansas City Royals, and most recently, the Washington Nationals, where he posted a respectable 642 on-base plus slugging percentage across 57 games. These numbers are not earth-shattering, but they reflect a player who can contribute in meaningful ways, especially when a team needs depth and experience. The Yankees are entering the season with several challenges in their infield. Anthony Volpe, a key piece of the roster, is recovering from surgery on his left shoulder and is expected to miss the first month of the campaign, creating a vacuum in the team's defensive alignment. In this context, having someone like Young in spring training provides an insurance policy. His ability to play shortstop, third base, second base, and even first base gives the Yankees a multifaceted option to rotate through the lineup, allowing the coaching staff to manage injuries and rest strategically while maintaining competitive performance. Young also brings some pop to the plate, which is always a welcome addition for a middle infielder. In 2024, he clubbed 24 home runs in 139 games, demonstrating that he can still impact the scoreboard. While his signing is technically a minor league contract with an invitation to Major League spring training, it's a low-risk, high-reward move for the Yankees. Young gets an opportunity to revive his career with one of the most storied franchises in baseball history, while the team gains a veteran presence without committing to the 40-man roster financially. Pair this with the return of Amed Rosario on a $2.5 million deal and the recovery of utility player Oswaldo Cabrera from an ankle injury, and the Yankees are quietly reinforcing the infield in ways that might not grab headlines immediately but could pay dividends once the season is underway. Fans may have mixed feelings, given the team's general caution in the offseason and the absence of blockbuster acquisitions beyond this minor league signing. But the strategy seems focused on building depth and preparing for a season where injuries could dictate success. Moving from infield reinforcements to the outfield, attention quickly shifts to Cody Bellinger, the player who has been the subject of speculation and intense focus throughout the offseason. Bellinger, who had a remarkable season in 2025, smashing 29 home runs over 152 games while patrolling the corner outfield, is a player whose presence in the lineup cannot be overstated. His ability to handle the short right field porch at Yankee Stadium and provide elite defensive play makes him almost tailor-made for this ballpark. The Yankees recently submitted a second offer to bring him back, signaling that the front office is serious about retaining one of the team's most impactful players. While negotiations are ongoing and nothing is finalized, this move demonstrates a willingness to engage aggressively in the free agent market, particularly when rival teams in the American League East are making strategic moves of their own. Securing Bellinger would instantly stabilize the outfield, provide consistent offensive production, and send a message that the Yankees are prepared to protect their core players while remaining competitive in a division that has grown increasingly challenging in recent seasons. But the Yankees are not stopping with offensive reinforcements. Pitching remains a critical concern, especially with multiple rotation pieces sidelined due to injury. Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, and Clark Schmidt are all recovering from elbow procedures, creating a gap in the starting rotation that could significantly impact the team's ability to compete if left unaddressed. Enter Edward Cabrera, the 27-year-old right-hander who is generating buzz as a trade target. Cabrera delivered a career-best season recently, recording an 8-7 win-loss record with a 3.53 earned run average and 150 strikeouts over 137 and two-thirds innings. These numbers not only reflect his talent, but also suggest that he could provide immediate stability to a rotation facing uncertainty. While the Yankees are not alone in pursuing him, with the New York Mets and Chicago Cubs reportedly showing interest, securing Cabrera would offer both affordability and long-term value. Given that he comes with 3 additional years of team control and a salary of just $3.75 million for the upcoming season, the Yankees front office faces a strategic choice, balancing the need to address current rotation gaps with the potential risk associated with injuries that have occasionally limited Cabrera in past seasons. If managed well, this addition could transform the pitching staff and provide confidence as the team navigates the first months of the season without some of its established stars. Altogether, these moves paint a picture of a Yankees organization that is quietly recalibrating its roster while navigating the constraints of the luxury tax and managing both veteran depth and emerging opportunities. Paul D. Young's surprising signing, Bellinger's contract negotiations, and the pursuit of Edward Cabrera collectively suggest that the team is moving beyond a stagnant offseason and starting to take calculated risks that could pay dividends on the field. The combination of infield flexibility, outfield power, and pitching reinforcement creates an intriguing narrative heading into spring training, as the Yankees look to balance the immediate need for production with long-term roster management. For fans, the excitement comes not just from the players themselves, but from the sense that the front office is finally acting with purpose, making moves that hint at a larger strategy aimed at keeping the Bronx Bombers competitive in a division that continues to intensify with every offseason acquisition. Each decision, from minor league invitations to trade negotiations, contributes to the unfolding story of a team poised for a season that could test both its depth and resilience. As the Yankees continue to navigate the twists and turns of this offseason, every transaction and negotiation takes on heightened significance because the landscape of Major League Baseball is never static. While fans are digesting the news about Paul D. Young and keeping a close eye on the Bellinger talks, the organization is quietly maneuvering to ensure the pitching staff is prepared for the inevitable challenges of the regular season. The pursuit of Edward Cabrera is emblematic of the strategy unfolding in the Bronx. The team is prioritizing controllable, versatile talent that can step in immediately while providing upside if everything clicks. With Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon expected to be sidelined for a portion of the first half, the Yankees are effectively playing a high-stakes game of roster chess, looking to secure arms that can bridge the gap and prevent the team from slipping during the early months. Cabrera, if acquired, could slot right into the rotation alongside Max Fried, Luis Gil, Cam Schlittler, and Will Warren, giving the Yankees a more balanced and reliable starting five. The challenge, of course, is timing and competition. The Mets, ever the watchful neighbors, are reportedly monitoring the situation closely, and the Cubs have also expressed interest. This adds a layer of urgency to the Yankees' approach, because missing out on a pitcher of Cabrera's caliber could leave a glaring hole at the top of the rotation that would take months to remedy. Meanwhile, the dynamics surrounding Cody Bellinger are equally captivating. The Yankees' second formal offer underscores how vital the outfielder is to the team's plans. Beyond his offensive contributions, Bellinger brings a defensive versatility and an ability to change the momentum of games, qualities that make him invaluable in a lineup that relies on balance between power, speed, and situational hitting. While negotiations remain ongoing, the mere act of making an aggressive move signals to the fan base and the league that the Yankees are serious about maintaining their competitive edge. The American League East, with powerhouses constantly adjusting rosters and seeking improvements, waits for no one. By re-engaging with Bellinger, the Yankees are taking proactive steps to protect the core of their squad, ensuring that a sudden departure does not leave them scrambling mid-season. For fans, the tension is thrilling because it represents the high-wire balancing act that defines baseball's off-season. The delicate interplay between money, strategy, and timing, all with the goal of building a team capable of contending for the pennant. Adding to the intrigue, Paul D. Young's journey to the Yankees is a story of redemption and resilience, a narrative that captures the imagination of the fan base. From his early success with the Cardinals to his short-lived tenure with the Blue Jays and subsequent stops across multiple teams, Young has experienced the highs and lows of professional baseball. The Pinstripes offer him a chance to reset his career and demonstrate that, despite past controversies and on-field struggles, he still has the talent and drive to contribute at the highest level. For the Yankees, he represents flexibility and experience in a season where injuries and roster limitations could dictate outcomes. Young's ability to handle multiple infield positions provides manager options that can be strategically leveraged throughout the season, from pinch hit opportunities to mid-game defensive switches. It's a move that may fly under the radar for casual observers, but holds significant potential to impact the team's depth and adaptability. In addition to these headline-grabbing stories, there are subtler shifts taking place behind the scenes that signal the Yankees' awareness of the modern game's demands. Players like Amed Rosario, returning on a cost-effective deal, offer both offensive upside and defensive reliability. Utility players such as Oswaldo Cabrera, once fully recovered from injury, add another layer of strategic flexibility that allows the Yankees to navigate the grind of a long season without overextending key contributors. The team is approaching the offseason with a philosophy that blends prudence with opportunism, low-risk acquisitions that could yield significant returns, while simultaneously positioning themselves for more impactful moves if the right opportunities arise. It's a delicate balancing act, one that reflects the organization's awareness of both financial constraints and the competitive pressures imposed by a division loaded with talent. Looking beyond the individual transactions, the broader narrative for Yankees fans is about momentum and preparation. Every signing, every negotiation, every strategic discussion contributes to a sense that the Bronx Bombers are actively shaping a roster built to compete at multiple levels. Depth is no longer just a buzzword. It is a necessity, and the front office appears to be embracing that reality. By adding experienced veterans like Paul D. Young, maintaining contact with potential free agents such as Bellinger, and exploring trades to strengthen the rotation with Edward Cabrera, the Yankees are sending a clear message. They're committed to remaining a formidable contender, even as they manage the challenges of injuries, salary considerations, and roster logistics. Fans watching from home are witnessing an off-season transform from a quiet, measured period into a series of moves and stories that could define the team's trajectory for months to come. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the American sports landscape, the New York Yankees have reportedly set their sights on one of baseball's brightest stars, Corey Seager. Sources close to the team suggest that discussions are already underway, and while nothing is officially confirmed, insiders hint that the Yankees front office is aggressively pursuing a deal that could redefine the roster for years to come. Seager, who has dazzled fans with his combination of power, precision, and clutch performances, would instantly become the centerpiece of New York's infield. Analysts speculate that his arrival could signal a new era for the Yankees, one focused on blending elite hitting with strategic defensive strength. For a team long accustomed to high-profile acquisitions, the potential addition of Seager seems both audacious and calculated, reflecting a willingness to make bold moves in pursuit of championship glory. The whispers around Seager's potential transfer have ignited a frenzy across social media and sports talk shows, with fans debating what his presence would mean for the lineup. Would he slide seamlessly into the Yankees' batting order, or would his addition spark a chain reaction of trades and positional adjustments? Rumors suggest that the Yankees management is prepared to make significant roster changes to accommodate a player of Seager's caliber, though the financial and logistical hurdles remain a topic of heated discussion. From New York to the West Coast, speculation about Seager's future has dominated headlines, with commentators weighing the pros and cons of such a high-stakes move. Some suggest that acquiring a player of his stature could solidify the Yankees' status as perennial favorites, while others caution that the pressures of the Big Apple might present new challenges for the star shortstop. Yet, the allure of Yankee Stadium and the opportunity to join one of baseball's most storied franchises appear to be key factors driving the rumors. As the baseball world holds its breath, one thing is clear. If even a fraction of these whispers prove true, the Yankees could be on the verge of orchestrating one of the most talked-about acquisitions in recent memory. Corey Seager to New York would not just be a trade. It would be a seismic shift in the sport, one that could redefine expectations for both the team and its fans for seasons to come. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.